Hi everyone, I'm Denise with Spiritual Growth Tarot, and I welcome you back. Hope you guys are all doing well. And in this video, I'm going to explore what the commission that Nancy Pelosi has created to dive in to investigate the 1/6 insurrection. I want to see what it will accomplish, what effect it'll have on Trump and any of the other guilty representatives. Goodness knows, we need to get to the bottom of it. So I'm not sure which system I'll use yet. Usually when I'm grabbing cards, I figure it out. So I'm just going to drop the camera down and get started shuffling. Okay, hang in there with me. Okay, so I decided to use a Kipper, Ciro Marchetti's Kipper, and I want to know what will be the outcome of Nancy Pelosi's commission on the insurrection. Like, what will it accomplish? Well, let's look at that first. I'll look at just what will it accomplish, and then I'll do separate spreads on how it would affect Trump, and then I'll do separate spreads on not each of the other guilty congressmen and women, representatives. We're talking Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert and, oh my goodness, there were so many of them. Paul Gosar. Well, and they're all still, promoting the big lie, so it's pretty easy to find those people. It seemed like there was just a handful, but now there's so many more coming out of the, out into the news. Okay, but let's just look at just an overview. Get my chopsticks out of the way here. Overview of what will Nancy Pelosi's commission accomplish. Well, the insurrection, the commission on the insurrection, what will it accomplish? Okay. Okay. Oh, didn't raise the camera up enough, did I? There we go. Okay. That has to be Trump. Oh my God. Yeah, guys, I just heard it will level him. I was looking at those two cards. I just glanced and it will level him. This will level him. Okay, so maybe I don't need to do a separate spread on just how it will affect him because he has shown up here. It has to be. The insurrection was for him. Who else could this man be? And he's the one with a mental illness. He's the one who is, the bad health card, or it can sometimes be a resting card. And then sometimes if you're asking it just about a couple, it can be a quickie, short sex kind of thing, a lie down. Not in this case. What we're talking about here is a situation that has it's worsening. It's getting worse. It's getting sicker and sicker and sicker. And it's an obstacle. It's a dead end. He isn't going anywhere because this is hanging over him. He might have had a chance for another election if his health would hold out that long, which I don't believe it would anyway. But the fact that he did what he did, the fact that he incited the insurrection, it's just, he's leveled, just like I just heard. It will level him. And right here we can see that there will be investigations. This is the investigation. This will be, because it's hanging over him, something that is decided about him. So we have confirmation here. And it's an issue right here, illness, with his honor. This has to do, the High Honors card, or in this deck, High Honor, it has to do with, getting through something. He's not going to get through it. It has to do with old age sometimes. And right here, that's him. And then because the bad health card knights over here to the child card, this tells me that, this is his mental illness. This is where he is still dwarfed, where he's still, arrested in his development. Remember that old show, Arrested Development? Yeah, I just flashed on that. So anyway, this is him and his mental illness. And the other thing that's the 9/11, what am I saying? 1/6 Commission is going to accomplish is that they're going to see, because of this investigation here, someone who investigates into it. Maybe it'll be Sheldon Whitehouse helping her, but maybe it'll, they haven't decided yet who the people are. But anyway, I think they're trying to get one Republican on board. I don't know. Maybe, like they're talking about, what's her name? Liz Cheney, and maybe that Adam guy, Adam Kinzinger or something like that. I don't remember his last name. Something like that. Anyway. On another level with the child card, this investigation is new, and what it will bring in is, it could show that where money, because they always, with any type of an investigation, they always follow the money, right? I mean, that's just what you do. And so this will bring in, I think, because this card is often a card of reconciliation, of, it's help and support, and it's bringing something in. It's definitely going to help the change that needs to happen for us in the United States, so that we can get out of this place where we're constantly worrying and in stress of something, happening, something terrible happening. So we have 3 of the money cards. There's only one money card missing. And this card is more about gambling and risk. This one here. It is a card of abundance, though. It's all about inner and outer wealth. And it's all about winning. So her commission will help win over. It will win over this major stress that we're going through. It will win over this. The despair card is often a card of violence. So it will win over the violence that happened. It will be just what is needed. It will win over this sickening situation that we're going through, and how we've been stressed to the max. We all have, like my friend over at, my friend Debbie at Freebird Spirit, I just love her. She says, yeah, we're still suffering from post-traumatic Trump disorder. That's it right here, these 2 cards. Now, on another level, with these 2 cards mirroring each other, it is going to show, the change card is often about vehicles too. So money is going to be, it's going to be revealed where money came from to even transport people in, and where weapons, I think, were hidden. Because there were some of them were in people's cars, and then some of them were taken to hotel rooms, and and stashed there. It's going to reveal all of that, all these like little ways that they were trying to create this big change that was meant to just, which resulted in violence and self-destruction. All these people are going to be locked up, I believe. mean, we definitely have the investigation into it. And they're going to be following the money because these two cards knight together. And there's going to be a big, well, we all know he never had any honor. You know, Trump never had any honor, but his position will go through change. So this might affect the honor he has with his, you know, his fan base, his mentally ill fan base. You know, they're stuck in their arrested development. This is often a card of watching, you know, where people come and go. So they're going to be watching the money that comes and goes. How money was exchanged in order to, you know, to incite the violence. How there was support to get it done. But mostly, you know, movement of vehicles. But the vehicles here can be money as well. The vehicle of money and actual vehicles. Wow. Okay, let's layer over. Let me layer over another 5 cards and see what else. That might be Nancy Pelosi. Or, I don't know, it could be Melania. I honestly think it's Nancy Pelosi. And because, you know, remember, this is all about what will... Oops, sorry, I bumped the camera arm thing with my head. Yeah, this is because remember this whole question is on what will Nancy Pelosi accomplish. Okay, so she's going to be successful. This is a card of success. And it's also usually a card of, you know, it doesn't have to be lovers. It's definitely a card that has a successful outcome that ends some type of a problem. So she is going to end the problem. And here we have the last of the 4 money cards right here. And this is actually, you know, the best one. Because, again, success, success. Being rewarded, this card is the one that is all about being rewarded for efforts. You know, like you can see, this one's a gift. You don't have to do anything to get this money. And they didn't, you know, the people that were paid to or had funds to go and do the violence, they didn't have to work for it. It was given to them. And you know, this card, you don't have to work for money either. This one's a little riskier, but you do, you know, there's usually some effort. This is the one where you definitely worked hard and you deserve every cent you get, you know, or you get everything that you get. You deserve everything that you get. So that's her having great fortune, success, and having, you know, some contentment over it. But with this message of concern here, this is the sad news card, it is going to bring up a lot of confrontations. It's going to bring up a lot of sadness, a lot of really painful awarenesses that need to come out. And it might reveal, because with the poverty card here, it might reveal how a lot of these people, you know, are just, I think besides it could be for some of them, you know, financial poverty, but it could also be a poverty of the soul because it knights here to the child card. Wow. So again, I feel like there's, even though I'm not really, well, yeah, this can be mental illness here, this can be mental illness here. We know Donald John Trump is mentally ill. I think she's going to expose all of that. But maybe it will reveal the mental illness, you know, with the people who supported this whole thing. Wow. Okay, so now let me bear with me a moment while I reshuffle. And keep these cards upright, because that's one thing. If anybody ever creates your own Kipper deck, I don't think I have one Kipper deck that has the ability to, like just let it go if they flip around. You know what I mean? Like if you're fanning them out and one of them's like this, I'm going to notice it. My eye's going to be drawn to it, and it might not be the right card. So anyway, they should, he could have just left that thing out of there, or put it at both ends equally. So it, gotta put a mirror, like double image, but he didn't. Okay, anyway. So how will this insurrection, let's just get another layer of it. I'm going to do two more. So this one will be how will it affect Trump? And then we'll look at the representatives, the guilty ones. So how will this insurrection affect Trump? We did get some clues already, but let's get some clear answers here. How will Nancy Pelosi's commission on the January 6th insurrection affect Trump? He's just Looney Tunes, man. Wow. Okay. Donald John Trump. What is that? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 5. There's the top row. Okay, bottom row. Okay. Yeah, investigation into the partners involved. That could be Nancy. But we're looking at him, how it'll affect him. There, Ivanka showed up. His ability to work. This would be documents and all communications regulations. And then it will send him somewhere. Okay, so how it's going to affect him. I don't know who this mature woman is, but she has documents and communications, phone calls, communications. This could be video as well. Investigation into the video. I really feel like this is Nancy. I think this is Nancy trying to protect the USA, trying to protect the foundation and the safety of the USA, the heritage of the USA. This could also be the Capitol. But how it's going to affect Trump is that there are documents, messages, texts, emails, social media, video that reveals he was intimately connected into this whole thing. And this is the investigation into his private matters. This could also be, his family. Investigation into his family. We can have double meanings with the cards. Double layers. Nancy wanting to protect, and an investigation into his, not just him, but his family. Right here are the two clues. Into his family and the foundations of his family. It will affect him in a way that, maybe if this isn't Ivanka, because I don't know that she wanted anything to do with it, this could be that psycho Kimberly Guilfoyle, Don Jr.'s girlfriend. Whoever this younger, wealthy woman is, there will be an investigation into her. And that sends her on a journey towards being under, this is it's official card. the way it's going to affect Trump is that things will be revealed as to who was in bed, all the players, all the people. This card could stand in for, older women, older, Trumpers who were supporting him, older and younger Trumper women who were supporting him, and helped with the movement of people and money and goods to get the whole thing going. Like this could be Jenny Thomas, and this could be Kimberly Guilfoyle and Marjorie Taylor Greene, and anybody else who had any power and control. They're showing up here too. So this is telling me, I think the first spread brought out the truth that it will affect him deeply. It will, remember, it will level him. Those were the cards I had. And now, even though I'm asking about how it'll affect him, I'm getting more about how all these people helped him and how it will affect them. These cards, I think, are his support system. So this journey, the movement, the travel, the progress of the people to, well, it's going to affect him, but there's going to be progress. There's a couple layers here. It will reveal that it was his intimate circle, right in his own space, that had some power and some movement of people. But then also there's going to be a progress. Her commission will accomplish the progress of rules and regulations. It's going to be a lot of work, though. But I think there'll be some regulations written up. I mean, it's treason what happened. I don't understand what else needs to be written up about that, but we have it here. Yeah, it just feels like, yes, this is a yes card. There will be obligations that he will have to, he'll be bound by these obligations because the rules have been broken. An insurrection is an insurrection. It's like treason. He broke all the rules, and he's created this need for a new type of security that was never at the Capitol before, because it used to just be like the house of the people where people could come and visit all the time. Now it's not safe, and now it's literally, you have to go through metal detectors. You can thank Marjorie Taylor Greene for that, because she showing up with her, pistol on her hip. What an idiot. Anyway, okay, so it's like, yeah, let's just go back a couple hundred years, right? Jeez, wild, wild west. Okay, so, but movement, Nancy Pelosi is going to create some new laws, new laws that will help bring in the military if necessary, if this were to ever happen again. That's what it will accomplish, and that in its own roundabout way will affect Trump in the future. That's interesting. Yeah, because he's not doing well. I mean, he's just going around to his rallies. We have to remember he's been blocked from Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. He just has his crazy people on, like, Fox and Friends or Fox, and then, he's got Tucker Carlson, and he's got, oh my goodness, Sean Hannity. He has all these crazies, and then he has his friends at Epoch Times and, OAN, One American News or whatever. And he's got his blathering on when he does his rallies, but, you know, that's not the most, that's not going to hit the most people, the most viewers. So, let me see if I'm done here before I add a layer over. Yeah, Nancy's going to keep working on it hard to bring in new laws so that it can't happen again. Okay, yeah, Phil's done. Yeah, so there's his honor again. Wow. Okay, so let's keep going. That's interesting. Okay, because remember, this is just about Trump. All right, so whether he goes to prison or not, because he might run off to a foreign country, but no matter what, he will be, if it's not prison, he will definitely be restricted. He's not going anywhere. He cannot get out of this. And no matter what he hopes for, no matter what country he might escape to, this will end him. He's done. I think this brings in that element of assets being seized by New York State. He's got a really dark future coming up. Let's see. This card also, because we have to remember, the question here is how will this affect Trump? This is a card of drugs and alcohol. This is a card of spinning in a vicious circle that you can't get out of until you're on your hands and knees and you have your, whatever you call it, come to Jesus moment. And then, but you might die getting through it. These two cards together for an addict is drug overdose. These two cards together these are the two cards I got for Derek Chauvin in the second reading, in the part 2 reading on him. Dying in prison. Yeah, I mean, he got 22 and a half years, but maybe he won't live that long, or maybe something will happen while he's in there. But anyway, this could be Trump getting locked up and dying in prison. There's that possibility too. This is the poverty of the soul. Right here, right here. Yeah. Okay. So that's Mr. Trumpy. Mr. Flump. The former, I don't even like calling him the former president, because I don't believe his first election. I don't believe he was ever the legitimate president, because of the 2016 election was such a, Russian operation. I think he cheated. I think there was a big cheating setup for him to get in. But the gift out of it is that he has revealed all the swamp creatures, because he brought them into his administration, and it also revealed how Putin has been interfering in our election, and he tried it in 2020 as well. Okay, so how will Nancy Pelosi's commission on the January 6th insurrection affect the guilty representatives? What's going to happen to the guilty representatives? Let people in who helped people, and even if they're not a representative, like let's say Jenny Thomas or any of these other people who funded, let's say Alex Jones, let's say, I don't know, all these other people, but anyway, what will the January 6th commission, how will it affect them? Anyone who's guilty. Of course, we know that the FBI and the powers that be are already taking care of the people who actually went in and did the deed. Okay. It's going to take a couple of years. Little by little, the documents will come out. Ooh. We're going to find there was foreign money in it. Oh yeah, foreign money in it. They will be jailed. The fraud will come out. Lots of work on it. I don't know who this person is yet. And it will come out in court. Okay, so but here's our theme. These are the documents that prove all the people who worked on it, and it will create imprisonment for them. There's something they can't get out of. Wow. The documents, the psychological disorders, the mental illness of these people who were just so deluded and dishonest and wanted to, this is an enemy. This is an enemy card in the context of this question. So on one level, it's the mental illness of the enemies. On another level, these two cards together here reveals the documents where other people tried to hide who they were, tried to, cheat and keep Trump there in the White House. That's what this is all about. It's going to affect them, the fraudsters, by being locked up. And there's the, all the hard work to get that going, or get that out. And because these two cards knight together, then, this is court, going to court, pressing charges. Lots of discoveries made. And, this is like this is the capital. What's going to come out, I think, is more of, remember how we had the letter and the communications and all that, that card before. I think it was down here. It might have been the first spread, I forget. But anyway, this would be the documents. This would be the discovery of the documents of everyone involved, even though they tried to hide and they, everything was hidden. But there's also documents of foreign money. This is, wow. Okay. She's going to find Nancy Pelosi and their commission. It's going to take time, but she's going to find new records, new like text messages, wire transfers maybe, of money. Would have to be what do you call wire transfers, because foreign, right? It's not like they just popped over here and handed cash over. They wire transferred money into someone's account. I don't know who this person is, but she is underneath the foreign card. So what foreign female? Could this be? No, I was thinking maybe it could be that, what's her name? Rosemary Verblack, I forget. I can't pronounce her last name. Verblack or Verblack. I can see it in my head. It's like VRBLAIC, I think. Or there might not be an I in it. But anyway, she was the loan person for Deutsche Bank that processed all of Trump's loans. But she resigned. So I don't think this is her, but I don't know why she popped into my head. I don't know who this is, but it would be a foreign woman. I'll let you guys tell me who you think this is. Or maybe she lives in a foreign place, but she's an American woman. Maybe she has dual citizenship, like I think what's-her-face does. Rebecca Mercer. Yeah, this is interesting. But anyway, the important thing to see, I don't know if it really matters about this person card here. What does matter is that we do have imprisonment. We do have we do have very, very sad news for the people that perpetrated. And this would be the, this would be all these representatives, but it's also showing that they were given money. Maybe they were paid off to try and help this happen. Oh my goodness. Doesn't it make perfect sense that, because if Putin wanted to keep Trump in there, of course he would do everything he could to funnel money into Trump's campaign and somehow, find ways to bring money through. But that's all going to come out. That will be revealed, because this is a card of discovery. This is the judicial process. This is the judiciary. So, interesting. But, again, this is a 2-year card, so we have to be patient. We have to really be patient. But it's okay. It's all going to tie into when, USA has some more guilt on these guys. I want to see. When the USA has its Pluto, when we have our Pluto return, which is coming up in 2022. I'll read on that when we get closer. It's too soon. Okay, but these guys, yeah, they're being watched as we speak. The money flow is being watched as we speak. This is interesting. Okay, but the way it's going to affect these people who are guilty, these representatives who are guilty, it's like, are they coming or are they going? What are they doing? This is a card of a soul journey, but it's going off the, it's going out. Oh, I get it. It's a soul journey that takes them back to their past, that will show exactly what, all the investigation, all the documents, these 3 cards here, basically, will reveal what they did, and it's going to create change for them into a place of poverty. I think they're going to lose their position. They would lose their position as a representative of the House. This is more about the Congress people. Okay. Let's keep going just for fun. Yeah, anybody who is connected, it's going to create poverty. This is all the future. The whole community, whoever was connected, there's going to be great poverty. And I believe that Nancy Pelosi's commission will be very successful in revealing, yeah, all the documents, all the meetings, wow, videos, all the meetups, and the flow of money. So it's all going to come out. But again, it's going to take a couple years. Okay, well, that's all I have. Thanks, you guys. Hope you're all doing well. Take good care. Bye.